This is just a quick little update as what's gone on lately. I haven't been too active, I haven't been out on the boat, the weather's not too good, but today the sun is shining, so I might be able to get out over the weekend, the tides are favourable. Anyway, what this little video is about, I bought some crocodile clips on eBay, very cheap. Yeah, you might call them alligator clips. Yes, alligator clips. That's more like an alligator's mouth. The crocodile's got a longer one, hasn't it? But anyway, I find these very handy, and I use them for sort of gluing things and well, all sorts of things. And one little tip you might find handy if you mess about with engines like I do and you're trying to see if you've got a spark is to weld one of these to a spark plug, an old spark plug. And the advantage of that is you can put the cap on, clip it anywhere to the chassis of the engine, and it leaves both hands free to give the old rope a pull, and you can watch if it sparks handy without worrying about getting a shock or anything. So just weld through the little hole onto well, you can grind a piece on a spark plug edge. I make several, as you can see. If you haven't got a welder, there's nothing to stop you from just bolting two back to back, and that will hold the spark plug. In fact, something like that in the toolbox is handy because you can clip it to one end and you can pull a wire over or a hose to move something away while you work with spanners. I always find these things are very handy. The recent addition to the workbench is this little variable power supply here. I've got a Wren one which I've shown on other videos. And it went pop, and I checked the final power transistor that regulates, well, not regulates the voltage but varies the voltage, and it didn't read quite right, and I replaced it, but that didn't cure it, so I've that to sort out. But the job I was doing at hand required I got another one, so I bought this one. It's only a little cheapo, it's a Mercury. It's only 2 amp capacity, but it's extremely neat, and I've gone for analog meters as opposed to digital read. I'm not a lover of digital things, and I've checked it with the AVO, and the calibration of these is absolutely spot on. And it was, as I say, it was a cheap purchase. But what does it use? Oh, it's covered up, but it's the usual power regulating. So that's a recent acquisition. Another acquisition I picked up is this little compressor, little standalone compressor. There's no name on it. There's a label on the side here which has been sprayed over, and I can just make out some numbers. And I've tried cleaning it a little bit, but I don't want to scrape this paint off. It appears not to be marked, so who made it I don't know. It says oilless, do not lubricate. Just a small motor, I guess about a 1/3 horse. Little fan this end, and well, eccentric and piston and a filter. I'll switch it on. It's quite good, it goes up to about 40 psi. But isn't that neat? And it cost me a £5 at a charity shop. What I think of finding a charity shop, but I thought, well, yes, I'll have that. And turn that off. It's a nice little addition to the workshop. It'll run me low pressure spray gun if I just want to do some light spray work or pump up a tyre, etc. But for a £5 I thought that was an excellent purchase. So all in all, I'm rather pleased. A little update on for those who asked about the Enfield Twin. Well, unfortunately I had to sell that. It owed me a lot of money, and I advertised it as I needed to recoup my outlay on eBay several times, and with no success. And eventually a guy turned up and he wanted to see it running, and we got it running, and it went like a cracker. It was super. He bought a really heavy duty battery, and we made up a tank, and we fired it up, and it didn't smoke or anything. It all worked absolutely beautiful. And he stood there with this big van and pound notes in his hand, so I had to let it go. But my only regret is that I didn't spend a few minutes and take a video of it. So my apologies there, guys, but just take it from me, it was a real sight to see. I wish I could have kept it, but you know, we have bills to pay, and needs must. Can't keep everything, can we? Anyway, I'm pleased with this. Just thought I'd let you know the latest. Catch you later.